to get you give, rap, that. Real never switch that. Came a long way. Came a long way. Came a long way. Came a long way. Been a long way. Real long way. And it's still that way. Still that way. Still that way. Still broad day. Live that way. Drill that way. Came a long way. Real long way. Been a long way. Real long way. And it's still that way. Still that way. Still that way.
We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. Today, Roy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the San Francisco 49ers. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. You talk about this Giant defense, and they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
From the 24 now, here's the 2nd and 9. Again, it's Cook. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Giants, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
A big 3rd down play there for the Niners. 44 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Niners will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. With these Thursday night games, sometimes you get those quick turnarounds. You wonder how a team's going to start. They started really well.
Everyone's always wondering, going into a Thursday night game, who has their legs, who has the overall health of a team. But mentally, if you get that early edge, the other team might think to itself, it's been a short week, we're not really ready to go. You might run them into the ground that way. That's why getting that early score means a lot.
Paris Campbell now on the return. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got the rookie from Tennessee, Jalen Hyatt. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Quick right.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 16 more on that one and another 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Jair Brown who's got it. And the 49ers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. Now he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10, as they're down to the 29-yard line.
To about the 26 here.
The Niners at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate. The always tough NFL.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw caught by Gray. 3rd down and 1. Stafford now to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They snap it to Stafford. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. Matthew Stafford, 2 touchdown passes in this first quarter. And the Niners' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. 2 excellent drives for them to start this game, both ending with touchdown passes.
Yeah, they're off and running, even though they finish things off through the air. Gotta like what you're seeing from them so far. Being able to maneuver offense, take care of the football, and then ring that bell at the end with, as you said, 2 touchdown passes.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And what could he possibly be thinking? He just took the fair catch at the 1-yard line. Major mistake. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Jones, a throw completed to Hyatt. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 42. Already he's top 50 receiving yards in this first quarter, and he's got a 1st down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
He'll get this down to the 38. You look at this Niner defense. They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
I don't know what the actual percentages are. I don't know the analytics on when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches have always told me, when you create a number that
under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
After that sack, 3rd and long. Tough spot for Jones and the Giants.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Niners are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball, the ones in the huddle doing the chirping, right now I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up 1st downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line.
Barkley will score. Touchdown, New York.
And they can thank their defense for this one. They were set up with a short field following the turnover, but they took care of business as well, working their way down and finishing with a strong run into the end zone for their first touchdown of the game.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
Next to score, Niners 14, Giants 7. Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They run again on first down. Cook. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 30 before being taken down.
Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 41. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not.
Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants 16. 23 yards the pickup there. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
On 1st and 10, Stafford eluding the pressure right. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And the 49ers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up for the 1st and goal.
Stay 50, stay 50.
Here's Stafford. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. Make that now 3 first-half touchdown passes for Matthew Stafford. And the Niners go up by 2 touchdowns. Moody good with the extra point. And it's now 21-7. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing Jones. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
And then folks, this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. The incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Stafford. And he will find his man, Samuel. Well, he'll be taken down after big yardage, but folks, there is a flag down, and they're already walking this one back.
Ready.
Back to throw, Stafford. Right side, and he finds Gray. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Stafford.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Alert!
To the air again, Stafford.
That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers.
Fourth touchdown pass of the game for Matthew Stafford.
And the 49ers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the 49ers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Jones.
He'll look downfield for Waller.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Bama, Bama, Bama. Detroit Johnson, Detroit Johnson. Other side, other side. Up, go.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones.
Hyatt there to grab it.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Off play action. Jones.
Now this will be caught. It's Isaiah Hodgins.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. From the 36, Jones.
He'll look downfield for Waller.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Fred Warner.
And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
30-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Stafford. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Out of the gun, Stafford. Flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple of weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
They get 5, and it will go ahead and move the chains.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdowns. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25.
Kayvon Thibodeau able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Rolling to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start.
And now here is another interception.
Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the Niners will take over possession here up at the 44.
Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile.
Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. Touchdown!
Matthew Stafford does it again. 5 touchdown passes.
And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
That's Drake Jackson burying him and finishing the play. Well, we've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact. But that time, they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape, because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them upfield. On that occasion, nothing open at all, and they swarmed him. Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain, or make people miss.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 36. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Ladybug, 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 ladybug.
Off the play fake. Jones. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack.
An excellent play by Hargrave, who's a pro.
It didn't even pop up that you sent the fucking invite. I said it didn't even pop up that you sent the invite. Well, got in the party. Yeah. Dickhead. Yeah, you'll float too. I don't know what the fuck that means, dog. Nasty ass food.
And was even better in 2022. Had his best year as a pass rusher with 11 sacks and was rewarded with a massive free agent contract.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. On the option left, it's Jones. And look at this, for the 2nd straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
The fuck you doing?
Jones with a handoff to
You said
Barkley.
you.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
And they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
That's the way you said it, my nigga.
indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Desperation time now. Here's Jones.
Look at you, fucking using somebody. Do it yourself.
As it turns out to be a big gainer there on 4th down.
Come on with your own recipe.
Operating from the gun. Jones. Over the middle. And
Whose recipes?
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another completion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
You say better than who?
On 2nd and 10, Jones. He has high it over the middle. The Giants are going to be
I mean, you know, you gotta hype up your players, you know what I'm saying?
they get him down at the 6-yard line.
He knows this.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
I don't know what the nigga gonna play, honestly.
Operating from the gun. Jones. And will be intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT.
I mean, he's just basically doing his job, but nigga, there's one play he tried to like throw a swing pass. And that nigga dove and picked it off out of nowhere. Like, that nigga, what?
Position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
And he's going to get this one across the
I don't know, my favorite play of his is when he kind of got beat on like a little slant go. And then they came back and smacked it out. I was like, okay.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offense.
I know that fucking offensive coordinator at TCU fucking dickhead.
Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Whoa! Oh, okay, that's Simmons. I'm about to say, who is this? What's this? Still gonna be Drake May. I'll say Caleb isn't. I'm about to say Caleb doesn't come out. It's gonna be Drake May.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but
that's pretty much what they said.
They've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the field.
It's so funny that now that he came out and said that they all talking about something. Oh yeah, Kyler Murray is just such a great leader.
Already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play.
Down 7 picks.
And that's another play
Ouch.
that's the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout that's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops from one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Jones to throw on 3rd down. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Can I get a sack, Bosa, please? Thank you. Hey, pay man, that's what I'm talking about. Ooh.
And he is going to have the Giants first down, and they come up with a big one there.
$110 million guaranteed. I said what I said. Trust me, we don't know.
And my goodness, another interception.
Just know. If we don't win this year, it's over.
Well, they've got the huge lead now. They have another interception.
Oh no, he's going. I'm pretty sure he's gonna get cut soon.
This one, Charles, turns to goal.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
He like besides like that sack shit he did that year, but that's because we had fucking Buckner and in the middle and shit 10 deep fucking 4. But I mean he's basically shit. He basically kind of like the glue to the defensive line. Because when that nigga don't, yeah, that nigga like when he don't play, these niggas will be kind of off. That middle be fucking soft as fuck. And we already know this nigga fucking oh, let's go. Grab the ball, nigga. Who knows? Supposedly, like niggas was talking about some they'll take pay cuts and shit. They're like, oh, we took a pay cut for him. Like nigga, now you say it when you're gone. Like, yeah, supposedly niggas said they took pay cuts. This nigga about to burn the house down, man. This nigga, get this nigga off the fucking stove. Damn, I did everything else. I did not get the defensive touchdown. Get that +1. My nigga. So when you download 2K, it's 166 gigs, right? And they said, okay, this nigga gave. Hey, shout out to my man right here, man. Shout out to my man right here, man. He gave me the defensive touchdown. No, he literally gave it to me. I didn't tell him nothing. Let's see, he scored with Saquon. Did he score with Saquon?
When you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in
I don't know what the fuck he scored with.
throughout this contest.
Oh yeah, he rushed in with Saquon, so let me get a pass a touchdown.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return.
You're looking out, man.
This take it in at the goal line.
Okay, now you bullshit.
Communication on the lateral, the ball's out. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach this thing,
what?
You want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that.
Oh, I thought you were the ball.
Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey,
I thought he was giving it to me. That nigga's just fucking bullshitting. No, like literally, I kicked the ball to him on the kickoff, and he just lateraled it back, and then he did it again on the next kickoff.